Hello everybody, I hope that you are well. My name is Christiane and welcome to my channel Backpacking Bananas. It is that time again. I am off on an adventure, a brand new adventure, one that I've been talking about for over a year now. Yes, that's right, it is time to fly to Pakistan. I'm so excited. As you may or may not know, for the next 5 weeks I am going to be in Pakistan running 2 expeditions back to back. I've actually never been to Pakistan, but I'm one of the leaders because I invited you guys to join, and I am going to be one of the leaders, but I'm also going to be experiencing it for the first time with the guests who we've brought along. And Pakistan is just one of these countries that's just a huge bucket list thing for me, and I imagine so many other people, because it's really not very travelled at all in the grand scheme of things. Obviously it is opening up to tourists more and more, but anyway, I'll get on to more about Pakistan in another video. This one is about what I am packing, and it's going to be a bit different from my usual videos because, one, it's a very trekking and hiking heavy expedition, so I've got to make sure I'm very equipped for that. We're going to be in the boiling hot cities of Lahore and Islamabad, but then we're also going to be up in like the chilly altitudes of the Himalayan mountains, and so it's kind of hard to be a minimalist for this. I'm definitely not sticking to 40 litres like I usually have been for the past few years. I am bringing a checked-in bag for this, and the other main difference with my packing for this trip is basically just how modest and conservative I'm going to be dressing. Like, I will be the first person to admit that my usual style is not very modest, but that's not going to be okay in Pakistan. I need to make sure that I'm nice and covered, obviously even more so for when I go into the mosques and religious places, but even just for the most part, even just like wandering around the cities and stuff, I've really adapted the clothes that I usually bring to make sure that they are just more modest and conservative, because I feel like that is a lot more respectful to the culture there, and I will feel more comfortable, other people will feel more comfortable. It's just better to be safe than sorry, isn't it? Rather than trying to risk it. Anyway, without further ado, let's show you the luggages that I'm taking. So we have a return of the Osprey Xena 85 litres, and then I think it's plus 10 as well, so I think all in all I have 95 litres here, which is absolutely huge. This backpack is incredible. The last time I used it was 2019 in Philippines, and it really is an amazing backpack, and it supports your back so well with the weight that you've got on. The reason I don't take it anymore is because it doesn't fit in hand luggage, and also like I've come to the realization that normally I don't need this much stuff. However, for this trip, it's necessary. We have been recommended to get like a soft backpack as well, as opposed to a suitcase. But I'm not going to be hiking with this one day to day. This one is just carrying all of my shit. And then I have a hiking day backpack, which is probably what I'm going to be wearing most days, because we're going to be hiking most days. And I have the Deuter Futura in 26 litres. This one's actually my mum's. I have the slightly smaller version, and we brought them on our UK 3 Peaks challenge last year, which I actually did like in preparation for this Pakistan trip, which obviously didn't end up happening last year. It's happening this year instead. But yeah, these are really great hiking day backpacks. I love it. So obviously I'm bringing that, and then I'm also bringing my brown electronics bag that you usually see, but I'm not going to show you what I pack in this video, just because you've seen it a million times. It's just going to be the usual, my electronics. So those are my 3 pieces of luggage, and without further ado, we're just going to get straight on into it and see what I am packing in this bag, starting with my clothes. As usual, I am organising everything with packing cubes so that I know where everything is. This is particularly handy with a top-loading backpack. So in my largest packing cube, I have all of my clothes for the city. So I have 4 like big loose t-shirts. So I have one white one. This is like a really nice soft high quality cotton material. I have my turquoise one, which you may have seen before because I had it last year in Turkey. I have a new khaki green t-shirt, which is really high quality. I got it from All Saints recently. And then finally, I have a stone coloured one with a nice little white artistic print on the front. I just thought that one was quite cool. And as you can see, I'm trying to mostly stick to neutral colours as much as possible so that I can mix and match everything that I have. And as for trousers, I'm going to take my blue, like Aladdin harem pants. I am bringing my new orange trousers, which I brought in Greece recently, and I just thought that they would be perfect for this trip. And I am, of course, bringing my black Solo trousers. These are also even more perfect for this trip because not only are they nice and flowy and light and they'll keep me cool, they also have zipped pockets. The best travel trousers in the world. Available now at backpackingsolo.shop. I'm not bringing the Solo shorts though because I fear they'll be too short. They might not be, but I'd rather not take the risk. And then finally in this packing cube are just like my two most modest items, let's say. I have this nice flowy white shirt, which I can put over the top of anything just to give me a little bit more coverage when necessary. It's a really like nice lightweight material. And then I also have a new kind of like creamy beigey stone coloured scarf, which I will use to cover my hair. And I still haven't quite figured out how to wrap the headscarf correctly so that it stays on. Please let me know if you have any tips for doing that, because I think that I'm going to be using this a lot in Pakistan and I want to make sure that I'm wearing it correctly and that I'm being respectful. Yeah, I really like the colour that I've gone for with this one. I think it's really, really nice. So I'm going to pack all of this into this purple packing cube. And there we go. This packing cube is actually a lot too big for these things, but we'll see how we go. We'll see if we need to pick up another packing cube later. Then in the next one, we just have my pants. I have brought 14 pairs, which seems like a lot, but the thing is, when we're in the thick of the expeditions, we're not going to have access to washing machines. We might be able to hand wash a few things. And so really I want pants that are going to cover me for the whole entire first expedition. And then when the first group have left and before the second group arrive, I can hopefully do a proper washing machine wash in the city before doing it all again and wearing all the same underwear again. So I've got 14 pairs of pants in here, and what I've also got, you may have seen me mention these before, they're like these G-string panty liners, which I like to wear every single day, and they're just so especially good for long travel days because they just keep you fresh. You pop one in at the beginning of the day, and when you feel like you want a fresh pair of underwear on, but you don't actually want to change your underwear, you just take the panty liner out and it's like you've got a fresh pair of underwear on. It's so easy, and these are just really easy to transport as well, like they just flat pack. So I keep like 30 of those in there with my pants so that they're just really easy to put together at the beginning of each day. In this purple packing cube, we have my bras and bikinis. So I say bikinis, I mean just bikini. I'm bringing one because apparently there will be some opportunities to go swimming, but not very many, and so I'm bringing what I'm calling my linguini bikini, if you've seen some of the Greece videos, because it matched my linguini when I bought it. Anyway, it's lovely. It's more like a tankini, so it's a little bit more covered. But what I've also brought is these sage green shorts, because I'm just thinking if we are going swimming in like wild swimming areas but do need to be covered up like a little bit, these can just cover my ass. Honestly, I don't exactly know what it's going to be like in the mountains, like when we're swimming, and how covered I'm going to need to be, but like I said, better be safe than sorry. And I've also, on the same note, brought a loose-fitting rash vest, which can go over the top of my tankini top, just to cover me up even more. And I hope that's enough. If I went more than this, I'd literally be wearing like a wetsuit, which I feel like surely isn't what's necessary. It's hard to know these like kind of little details before you go, but obviously I will be able to report back on that. So yes, as well as that swimwear, I've got all my bras in here. I think I've got about 4 sports bras, not like high impact sports bras, but like bras that I can wear hiking and will be comfortable getting a bit sweaty in. And then I have about 3 more like city bras in there as well, which will be good underneath those loose t-shirts. Bras and bikinis. I should have put this in a blue packing cube for bras and bikinis, but alas, it's in a purple one. Then this right here is what I'm going to call my nighttime packing cube, let's say, because we have got my pyjamas. I'm just bringing my pyjamas from Chelsea Piers NYC. They're so soft and comfortable, and as well as that, I'm also bringing these blue long johns. If we're in the mountains at night and it gets really cold, I think these will be really useful, either layering them under my pyjama bottoms or just wearing them by themselves. And just long johns are just generally good to have for the trip anyway. Thermal layers, these are 100% merino wool. And on the topic of merino wool, I also have this black merino wool base layer, like long sleeved base layer. This is actually new, and if you don't know, merino wool is like the best material to go for with base layers because it keeps you really nice and warm but not sweaty. So yeah, that's going to go in this packing cube as well. I also have a bunch of, they look like sweeties and they are, but they're multivitamin sweeties, just up in a Ziploc bag. Because I'm going to take one of these every single day, and so I feel like I'll put it in the nighttime packing cube, because then when I wake up in it every morning and I'm putting my pyjamas back away, I can be like, ooh, let's take a multivitamin. Anyway, I'm also going to be putting in here a sleeping bag liner. Now, to bring a sleeping bag on this trip was optional because they will be supplied to us for the times in which we need them. But obviously, if you want to bring your own, you can. However, that's a lot of space taking up in your backpack, and so I've kind of gone with a compromise, which I feel like is going to be really good. And I've got a silk sleeping bag liner, which means that I will have a bit of separation between me and the communal sleeping, it's not a communal sleeping bag, we're not sleeping in the same one, but you know, the sleeping bag that doesn't belong to me, I'll have a bit of separation, but also this adds an extra layer of warmth, which is always good because I do not want to be cold at night. There's nothing worse than being cold at night. And then also finally, I have a head torch for going around camp at night. It goes really bright, that does. Any brighter? No. Okay, so this is like a compression packing cube that I'm gonna try and fit everything in. What are you guys' opinions on compression packing cubes, as opposed to just like regular ones? I'm not so sure I'm like that bothered about them, to be honest. I don't believe that they are game changers, in my opinion. Like, if you are wanting to get some packing cubes for the first time and you're wondering whether to invest in compression ones, my personal opinion would be to not. Just because this is a nightmare. And I don't even think it's going to compress it that much if I do manage to get this all the way around. Nah, I'm not going to get it all the way around. So this is the shape. Ever so slightly smaller than what it was before, but it's just not worth the effort, in my opinion. Okay, my final packing cube that's going to be going in my big bag, at least what I think, is my hiking clothes packing cube. Now, the first item of clothing I'm really excited about because it's brand new. I've got myself a hiking play suit. I got it from Cotswold Outdoors, but the brand is I don't even know how to pronounce it, Fjallraven Specialized. It was quite spenny, but I can just feel how amazing the material is. I think it looks really cool and it has so many different pockets. As you might be able to see, the shorts are they're not super short, but they're not super long, and so I will have to be careful about like where I wear this. I don't think I'm going to be able to wear it absolutely everywhere, but in most places, as far as I'm aware, it should be okay, but obviously I will report back on that. If not, no problem, because I have myself 3 pairs of leggings. I'm bringing 2 pairs of Lulu leggings, black ones and my burgundy ones, and then also a black pair of Tala Skin Luxe leggings. I'm also going to be wearing leggings on the flight as well, my Fabletics ones. So all in all, I will have 4 pairs of leggings. And then as for tops, which I can wear, I have my long sleeve blue Gymshark top, which kind of acts as a base layer as well, but also is just a good one to wear hiking. I have my short sleeve black Gymshark crop top. I'm not entirely sure if this one will be really good just because it is a crop top and the sleeves are very short, but I will report back on that. And then I have a Sweaty Betty short sleeve t-shirt as well, which is this one's a really, really good like short sleeved base layer just to keep me warmer around my core. So I just felt like it would be a good one to bring for this trip. And then also I'm just bringing my running waistband. I don't know if I'm going to use this. It kind of acts as like a bum bag, but just like a really small one, like literally just for like your phone and a key and a little bit of cash. It might come in handy. It doesn't like take up any space in the backpack, so I just feel like it's always nice to have it because I never know when I might need it. There we go, and that is the hiking packing cube. As for shoes, I obviously have my hiking boots, and if you don't know, I have these hiking boots which I absolutely love. They're the best hiking boots I've ever owned. They are the Mindel Tram & Lady GTX, so they are completely waterproof. They're so comfy. They are particularly good if you have a wide foot, because I think that's what they're made for, and I do have quite wide feet. I just love these. They're so brilliant, so comfortable. So I will be wearing these on the plane, just because they're my most bulky item. And then in terms of the shoes I'm actually packing, I am bringing my trusty pink Arizona Birkenstocks, which are currently wrapped in a shower cap to keep everything else in my bag nice and clean and make sure that these don't make them dirty. So I imagine that I'll be wearing these in the city, but also at night. Probably I'll be rocking like the socks and sandals look at night, around camp and stuff, I think. And then the only other pair of shoes I'm taking are my Tropic Feel trainers. I don't remember the actual name of these. They're not like proper trainers. They're more almost like plimsolls. And I'm bringing them because they pack up really small, and they'll be really good on the days where I want to wear closed-toed shoes, so these will not suffice. So these will not suffice. But I don't want to wear hiking boots because hiking boots are just big and bulky and intense. That's what these will be for. I was considering bringing just like my running trainers. Then I just thought, no, actually, I think these ones will be a better option. We'll report back to you on that though. And then I've also got a few spare shower caps, mostly for my hiking boots when I have to put those in my bag, but also if any of these shower caps break. I have my laundry bag. It's just like a really thin bag that folds up and carries my laundry when it needs to be done, when things are dirty. And finally, the last thing going in my Osprey Xena 85 backpack will be my toiletries. Not every single one of my toiletries, but the following ones. So I got a new toiletries bag literally today from Superdrug, which I think is quite nice. I was toying between this and one of these. I don't know if you've seen these toiletry bags before. They look like that, and you literally just open it out and then you just see everything, and then once you're done with everything, then you just do that and it's all in there. Because I thought that would be really nifty, and I think it is a nifty idea. However, I just had a little bit too many toiletries for this bag, and so it became a bit heavy and then it didn't close up properly. So that's why I didn't go for this. That's why I've gone for this toiletry bag here. In my toiletries bag, I have my contact lenses. I wear dailies contact lenses because God forbid having monthlies where I'd have to like keep them clean every single day. I just don't see that happening for me. Contact lenses in here, contact lenses in here. I have like 36 days worth. I'm bringing my electric toothbrush, which comes in this handy little case which you can charge in the case, and some toothpaste, of course. I am bringing deodorant, of course, my new Wild deodorant, and actually I have a discount code for you to get 20% off Wild products. They're absolutely amazing products because they're vegan, they're cruelty-free, they're paraben-free, and they come in completely plastic-free packaging, which you load up into your deodorant hard shell case. So it's just an amazing system, and they come in so many delicious flavours as well. So you can get 20% off. I think my code is CR20, and I'll link it in the description as well if you want to get your hands on some wild deodorant at a discounted price. Anyway, we have my moisturiser. I use the Fenty Rihanna moisturiser. I'm bringing the Ordinary Buffet Serum and the Ordinary Hyaluronic Acid. Those are like my two ones that I'm using at the moment. And in this main section here, what do we have? We have my hair serum. I'm using the Elvive Extraordinary Oil, which I'll probably get through so quickly because obviously I don't have any like styling tools, so my hair is going to be frizzy and so I'm probably going to be using a lot of that, as well as my hairbrush. I brush my hair when it's still wet because I have wavy hair, so if I were to brush it when it's dry, it's game over. I've got some sun cream in here. I've got a big bottle of 20 and a big bottle of 30. I've got my trusty face fake tan because I naturally have a completely pale face, which I quite frankly just think I look ill naturally, and so also my face doesn't tan and I like to wear SPF 50 to protect it, so I like to use a face fake tan. I've been using this one for years. I've recommended so many people this product. I don't get like any commission from it, but I've recommended it to so many people and everyone's always like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever, and I'm like, I know, it brings your face to life, especially if you're someone who like doesn't really like to wear makeup. It's great. Anyway, moving on, we've got my shampoo and conditioner. I've just decanted the shampoo and conditioner that I'm using at the moment into these squeezy travel bottles, the ones which get smaller the more you use them. I'm a big fan of those at the moment. There's 90 millilitres in each one, which should be enough for the 35 days that I am out. We've got a big bottle of shower gel. I am a huge fan of these ones which have the caps that lift up, and so wherever you are, you can just hook it over the edge of, like, if you're having a shower, you just hook that over the edge so it's not on the floor. I find that really annoying. And these bottles in Boots are only £1 every single time, only £1. They're amazing, highly recommend. I also have a stash of tampons and a stash of condoms in there, like I do with every trip that I go on, because you never know when your period's gonna come and you never know when you're gonna meet someone, and it's just good to be safe both ways. I am bringing a small amount of makeup. I don't think I'm gonna wear it. Maybe if we go on like a night out in Lahore, which I'm not too sure if we will, but I'm just bringing mascara, concealer and a little bit of lipstick. That's literally it, just in case I feel like I want to glam up a little bit. But I'm not entirely sure if I'll even use these, but they're all so small and easy to pack that it doesn't really matter. I have got a simple facial wash. If I'm completely honest, I'm not very good at using face washes. However, I think my face is going to get dirtier than usual whilst hiking in Pakistan, so I feel like this is essential. I'm bringing my exfoliating glove mitt just before I shave. I forgot my razor. Let me go get that. Because I was going to say before I shave, but what am I going to shave with? In order to shave, I need a razor, of course. So I'm bringing my razor and then obviously my exfoliating mitt. God, I'm glad I remembered that. I always bring a foot bath with me because it's never a bad thing to have nice soft feet. And I'm bringing this, should I have room for it in my backpack. It's just quite nice when I am like cleaning my face, putting my serums on, brushing my teeth in the morning, which is quite nice to keep all the hair off your face. And finally, in this lot of toiletries, I have a big bath towel. Now you may know that the Solo bath towel is amazing. It's fluffy and it's microfiber and it has an elastic fastening so that it won't fall down when you're wandering around. However, I am trying to save as much space as possible, and I think that one might just be a little bit too big for what I want, which is why I've gone for this just like super thin microfiber towel for my bath towel for this trip. So ladies and gentlemen, now comes the time where I try to fit all of this into the backpack. This isn't everything I'm bringing, by the way, because I haven't shown you what I'm putting in my other backpack yet. So stay tuned, keep watching. I feel like we're gonna start with the largest packing cube. Alright, I'm gonna put, before I continue, I'm going to put my shoes both at the bottom of the bag. God, it's been It's such a long time since I've used this bag. I'm like forgetting where I've got pockets, and I'm like, oh wow, so much space, so much room for activities. This bag on the top here, I actually think I'm gonna have loads of space left over in this backpack, which is amazing. So that never happens to me. I think I'm just so used to packing for 40 litres now that I've been actually quite reserved. This is just great. I'm gonna put my laundry bag in this clipped up mesh section at the front because I think it's nice to keep my laundry as separate as possible. Clip that back up. A towel in here. I can't believe how much room I'm gonna have left over. That's basically it for my clothes, and all I've got, and as you can see, like, well, I don't know if you can see, I've still got lots of space left in there, but the rest of the stuff, what I was thinking was to put it in this lid section because it has a whole other compartment of its own, and so I was thinking that would be quite nice for the toiletries. I think I'm gonna need another toiletries bag. Maybe I can use that other one which I mentioned, just to keep the rest of the bits together, because not everything fits in that black one. Yeah. Okay, right. I'm gonna have a reorganisation of my toiletries. So we're still using this black toiletries bag, but it's not so stuffed as before. And then I'm using this one as well. In here, we've basically got the stuff that I'm gonna be using every single day. So I can literally just bring this out to the bathroom and then open it up, see everything that I need to use. And then the way you just put it back together is just glorious. You don't even need to, like, you know, try and pack it well because it just stuffs all together like that. I like it a lot. So we're gonna put the black bag, which is in here on the top. My contact lens boxes unfortunately didn't fit in either of them, so they're just gonna go on the side here. And that can close up. Other toiletries bag, and literally just stick at the top of my backpack here. Nice. Oh, so good. And this backpack is complete. I'm amazed. And I can, it's not even very heavy. This is so unlike me. So unlike me. But I'm pleased. I'm very, very pleased. Anyway, I've got a lot of sweets here, which I'll go on to later, which I can stuff in the sides, which is the plan. But now let's move on to my other backpack because we haven't finished just yet. Oh, sugar. And so I find a packing cube on the floor. Well, that's fine. Well, at least I know why I've got extra room now. It's because I've forgotten a whole packing cube. The hiking clothes one, that would be a disaster if I forgot that. Okay, toiletries bag. In you go. Okay, still absolutely fine, even with that extra packing cube. So next we are going to be filling up my backpacking day pack, which will come with me as hand luggage on the plane along with the other one. So I'm being careful with the liquids that I put on here. Now in the inside, what I've already packed is the hydration bladder. This is 2 litres and I've just tucked in the tube here, which can obviously come around the front so that you can suck on it. But I'm also going to be bringing another 1 litre backpack. So I will have 3 litres of water on me for hiking, which is what's been recommended, especially in the summer. So this, and I'll just stick it in at the end, is just going to go on the side of the backpack there. As for the clothes that we've got going in here, it's basically all of like my heavier hiking layers. So I have a brand new coat for this trip, which I'm so excited about. It's inside of here and it is a heavy down jacket. It's called the Rab Valiant women's jacket, I believe. And the reason I went for this is because, one, I wanted a super warm down jacket for the trip as a good layer that's just always going to keep me warm. But also, this is waterproof. Like, you don't need anything extra to put on top of it to keep yourself dry. This in itself is a waterproof layer, which for me was really important because I have a waterproof. However, I don't believe that this waterproof will go over the top of my big down jacket. And so what happens if it's really cold and wet. That was why I went for this jacket, and I'm really, really excited about it. It's super, super cozy. So anyway, we've got this. I have a thin fleece, which is one of my warm layers. I just have this pale blue one from the North Face. I absolutely loved the colour, and because I got that, I also got the matching raincoat from the North Face, also pale blue. This is arguably my favourite colour at the moment, I'd say. And so the two of these together just look so good and matchy. And just to absolutely complete the look, I've also got a pale blue warm woolly hat. I don't expect we'll be wearing the woolly hats in the day, but we have been recommended to have it for the night time. And on the topic of hats, I also have another really cool hat. This one is from a brand called New Era. New Era. I actually got it on ASOS. I was just browsing on ASOS and I thought, that looks like a really good adventure hat. I really wanted like a wide brim one that goes all the way around and has this so it doesn't fall off. Just felt like a change from my regular cap look. I have brought my waterproof trousers. Would you believe that an entire pair of waterproof trousers are in here? These ones are really, really good quality. They're Berghaus. They cost me like over 100 quid, but that was because they're like lightweight and they pack up so small, but they're super, super waterproof. So if it starts raining, I need to cover my legs. These have got me. Also, they're just good as an extra like windproof layer for when it's cold. I have all my socks. I can't remember why I've decided to put this in my day bag as opposed to my big bag, but I have. So in here, I have an awful lot of socks actually. That's because I think I've got like 8 pairs of hiking socks, which are all like mega thick. And then I have about 4 or 5 pairs of non-hiking socks, just regular. And so it takes up an entire packing cube just for socks, but I feel like all very, very necessary, especially since we're not going to be able to do much hiking when we're actually on the expedition. I have got another towel. I've got my beach towel, which I'm putting in here because I plan on bringing my beach towel with me every day on the hikes, because I get the impression that we might just be going hiking in the middle of the day on random hikes. I could be wrong, but I just feel like I will be comfortable just knowing that I've always got a towel in my day bag so that we can use it for whatever, whenever need be. And now the rest of the bits that I'm bringing in my day pack are all toiletry bits, more toiletry bits. So I've brought some wet wipes, which are safe for your hoo-ha. Yeah, just soothing pH balanced intimate wipes. They'll just be really good for doing poos and wees on the go. And to go along with that, I have an antibacterial hygienic wipe. Just a singular one. I think I've just been given this on a plane one time, and so I've got it to spare, and so I thought, why not bring it with me? Could be handy. I have a, what are these called? Like safety blankets, foil blankets. I don't believe I'm going to be needing this, but this just kind of lives in the hiking bag, which is why I'm bringing it. We've got some dry tissues. I've got some bug spray. Of course, I went for the super high DEET one because I don't know what bugs are in Pakistan, but I don't want to get bitten by them. I have got my 50 face sun cream. So this I will actually be putting on every day. In fact, this I might just end up putting in my other Toiletries bag. That like drawstring one might be a better idea to put that there. But anyway, I've got this. I've got a bunch of hay fever stuff. I've got Alevia, I've got some hay fever release eye drops, I've got some nose spray. My hay fever is really hit and miss, but when it's hit, it sucks so bad. And I feel like it tends to hit when I arrive in new destinations for the first time. It's just best to have things to keep the hay fever at bay should it come alive. I've also got some paracetamol for pain relief, should I be in pain. I've got some waterproof plasters. I've also got some blister plasters. And on the same topic as that, I have this blister stick. Have you guys tried this? You basically, like, when you've got a blister, it's almost like a Pritt stick that you put over the top of it, and it just makes whatever's rubbing against the blister just slide past it. And so it really, really helps. It really helps with stopping the rubbing. I just bought today some Deep Heat Muscle Roll-On Lotion because I thought maybe that will be good. Maybe even if I don't feel injured or stiff, maybe someone else will and will benefit from that. I've got some Vaseline. I just use this for my lips when they get a little bit dry. We have another sun cream here, another 50 face sun cream. Don't know why there's two, but I guess we could never have enough. And then I have some anti-san. So this is if you do get bitten and you want to be relieved of the pain. I do find this stuff to be the most effective for bite and sting relief. And finally, last but not least, probably what I'll be wearing on the plane, a mask. I feel like we'll be looking at masks in like 5 years' time and just be like, remember that time where we had to wear masks everywhere? I don't believe, I'm hoping we won't have to wear masks anywhere in Pakistan, but I'm not sure. It may be the case that we need to wear them inside, for which case I'll have this and I'll have a few disposables with me as well. I'm pretty sure I'll have to wear one on the plane. Let's pack all of this into the day bag. Okay, that day pack is quite full to the brim. Not too heavy though, which is good, but it all fits. I'm not bringing hiking poles on this expedition just because I'm not the biggest fan. For me personally with my hiking, some people really like them and I think they can be useful sometimes, but yeah, I'll report back on whether I regret that or not, but I just don't think that I will enjoy having them. And that is that. Now the only thing left to pack, other than what you've seen in my electronics bag, is a whole bunch of sweets and snacks. I've got wine gums, I've got jelly babies, and I've got a whole lot of Percy pigs, because we're gonna need energy on the hikes. And also, I think it's just nice when you're in like a very foreign land to have home food and comforts. I feel like the best place for this is gonna be my big bag because that is where I'm gonna really have space. I feel like I've really just got so much space in here. So. These are not just going to be for me, by the way. I will share them with everyone on the team. I just hope I have some left by the time Expedition 2 runs around. I'll try and save them for you guys on Expedition 2. Good for bulking it out actually. I feel like a backpack like this, it's good to bulk out. Wow, well, I'm shocked. I've packed everything and I was not expecting it to fit so easily. I think that's just from my track record where it's always so hard to get it in at the last minute, but I'll be damned. Like I said, I'm bringing this bag as well, which is gonna have like my laptop and electronics and things in it. But I'll link another video for you to watch if you wanna know what I normally pack in this bag. But other than that, I'm ready to go. We'll do all of the clips up on this backpack. Should we weigh it? Let's weigh it. There we go.
Okay, 14. 14.
Oh, is that it?
14, pushing 15.
Why am I struggling so much?
14, pushing 15.
Okay, that's fine. And this one, can I guess? 8.
No, 5, just under 5.
5. God, I've become weak. That's light. Okay, great. So like 20 kilos of luggage. All right, so all good on the luggage front. And as for what I'm wearing to the airport, so I'm wearing this thick fleece, which I will have with me as another warm layer. I'm wearing some thick hiking socks. I also have another long-sleeved base layer, which I'll be wearing in the plane, because it's a night flight, so I want to make sure that I'm really nice and warm. And yeah, my hiking boots. And I'm also going to be bringing this big fat neck pillow because I feel like this is going to be really good not only on the plane but on the long bus journeys that we have in Pakistan. I'm so excited. Oh, I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved that packking is done now because that's kind of been looming over me and I'm literally leaving in like an hour and a half. So it's done. We can relax now. Now I just have to sort out my electronics bag, get some food in me. I'm absolutely starving. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope maybe you learned something or found it useful or have at the very least just been entertained. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you want to see more packing videos like this, and like this video if you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the following videos because I'm going to be in Pakistan, going to be backpacking around with the crew, with the expedition crew, and I'm so excited. What an adventure. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.